Yo, 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 it's your boy ramboistalking here on an episode of the Sit Down. Today I have the amazing R.A.E in the building. Let them know.
What up? I'm
What
here.
She's here in the building. Came far, but she's here today. So I just want to say thank you from the jump.
You're welcome.
Yeah?
And is this hearing me?
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh,
You can move it closer if you want. Do you want to move closer or is it calm? Yeah?
I'll leave that, yeah.
Cool. Alright, so we're going to promo in your song, R.A.E Mine. I think it's an amazing song, by the way.
Thank you.
Well done. I'm loving the vibe. But yeah, let's let the people hear it and let's go.
Press play, that's my favorite song. It reminds me of our love.
Yeah.
Imagine how far we've come from then we were so young.
I actually know the words.
You know the
Yeah, I
word?
know the words.
Low.
Play no games. I'm just trying to say how I feel.
Big vibe, big vibe. Woo! Alright. Just so you know, this episode is presented by Wray&NephewUK. So everyone go follow them up, do all that. And now we're here. So, introduce yourself to the people that don't know who you are.
So I'm R.A.E.
Mm-hmm.
I am a rapper slash singer songwriter from
Yeah.
Thamesmead in Southeast London.
Mm-hmm.
My style is, I'd say, influenced by the 90s, heavily influenced by the 90s. I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I'm
to
just a
say.
girl.
Just a girl.
A
I'm
talented
around
girl.
the way.
Yeah. Alright, cool. For that, you can christen the Ray.
Yes,
Let them
please.
know. Hey, I don't know how bad a day have you been having? Like, boom, am I going?
Keep going.
Keep going. She's having a bad day today.
Let's see. Yeah, that should be.
Yeah, cool. It's always here. If you
Yeah.
need more, you know what I'm saying. We're
Oh,
daytime
gosh.
drinking, by the way.
My
but-
favourite drink is Desserano and Coke.
Oh, is it? Desserano and Coke. Have you
Yeah.
done Desserano and Coke? Oh no, you have everything with Coke.
Yeah, I have
She has
everything with
everything with
Coke.
Coke.
Everything with Coke.
Shout her. You need that Coke sponsorship, boy.
You know what? Yeah, no lie. I've been drinking non-stop since June. Not an alcoholic
Yeah,
thing,
just on a,
but
on a,
it's just
on a
like
vibe.
on a vibe because I go skating
Yeah.
on Thursdays usually.
Like roller skating.
Yeah, after
Okay.
studio, and like everybody there just like
So you're
they
drinking
just
every
drink,
night.
but
'cause
not
you're
like
drinking to
heavily.
my
Just like one.
accomplishments.
Pardon?
You're drinking every night because you're drinking to your accomplishments.
No, not every night. It's like once a week.
Okay, cool.
No,
That was a
yeah.
Drake line, by the way. You didn't even catch it.
What was it?
I can't say it again.
It was whose line?
Drake.
I don't listen
Yeah,
to
this is
Drake.
Drake at all.
No, not really. I only listen to like 90s music or music that makes you look out the window.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Just deep life.
Yeah.
Okay, that leads me on to my icebreaker question.
Cool, yeah.
Cool. So you're on an island, deserted island. You're the only one on there. It's just you. No one's there. You can only have one album to listen to for the rest of your life. What album are you choosing? Bear in mind, this album's got to cater for all the feelings, all the moods you might be in through life. You know, when you're angry, I need a song on that album. When I'm in, nah, you're not gonna be in love, but
It will probably be TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool.
okay. Why?
I mean, you said it has to cater to all the moods.
Okay, so
And
if
I
you're
feel like
feeling,
that album.
if you're feeling sad, what song on that album are you drawing for? Yeah.
If I'm feeling sad, that's a hard one.
Yeah, alright, cool. If you're feeling, you're trying to get lit. You know, no one's there. You got to make your own litness. What song are you drawing for? Oh, Dash. You didn't
Oh
think
my
this
gosh,
one
I didn't
through.
think this
You
one
was just like,
through.
this album's hard, didn't it?
I mean, wait, hold on. Let me think about this because they have. What was their first album? Was that Crazy Sexy Cool? Wasn't that their second? I think.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one that has "Ain't Too Proud to Beg" on it?
You asking the wrong person.
Or no, that is Crazy Sexy Cool. I think I was thinking of Fan Mail.
Okay.
Okay, if we're talking about Crazy Sexy Cool, which I think it is that album, then if I want like a party,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Ain't Too Proud to Beg.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm sad, or feeling low, I think I'm gonna go with baby, baby, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That making sense. That's making sense. You gotta have a lit time with that island. All right, cool. Now talk to me about the name R.A.E. How did that come about?
So I like I wouldn't say that I'm still not suffering with depression,
Mm-hmm.
but back then, oh my gosh, it was so bad. Like I literally would all day my curtains would be drawn,
Really?
dark in my room. I
Yeah,
would not
yeah,
leave
yeah.
my bed.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I was just like, I was crying about something. Can't remember what it was till this day. And I was like, you know what, Rachel, you're gonna rise above everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it clicked because my name's Rachel, but my
Yeah,
nickname is
yeah.
Ray,
Mm-hmm.
and I spell Ray R-A-E. So when I was like, you're gonna rise above everything,
It's like,
it
ooh.
like it clicked in my head, and that's when I was like, oh my gosh, I just came up with an artist name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I changed Rise to Rising because I wanted to keep rising above
Mm-hmm.
everything, not just once.
Yeah. So at that point where you were going through obviously depression and all that, was you doing music throughout that time, or did music come after that?
Music came off. Basically, I would say I was in like the beginning stages of realizing that that's what I really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the time, I did have a manager who was from America,
Mm-hmm.
but she was just pants. And at the time, I was going with the name Rachel Ray,
Okay, yeah.
but she said that that name is trademarked in America
Oh,
because there's an
okay.
actual chef with that name.
Okay, yeah,
So I was
yeah.
like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then, but that was brewing. I didn't really have any songs recorded. No, I did actually. I had one song which is called "Let Me Explain."
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was that moment when I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna do music properly.
Yeah.
So it was like end of 2018 because I released my first proper song February 2019.
Okay. So what was kind of the inspirations that you had to make music on the side of like just on a live thing and like musical artists? Was there any inspirations that pushed you over that edge?
I'll definitely say like Sister Act.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted to go into musical theatre.
Okay,
That was
yeah.
like that's still my dream.
Yeah.
But that was like the biggest dream. And then I was like literally watching Sister Act when I was like 10. And I was like, oh my gosh, who is this? Like, I didn't know who Lauryn Hill was.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. She can rap and sing.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to be like her.
Yeah.
And then I was like interested in TLC as well. Like I kind of got into TLC
Yeah.
more. So it was like they really inspired me to like do it because I feel like I didn't really see women rapping like in the UK anyway.
Yeah.
I only saw Americans. So it was like I wanted to be that person in the UK to do it. But I was just shy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But you rose above everything.
Yeah.
And you did it. So you like Lauryn Hill then?
I like her. I don't love her.
You don't love her?
I like her though.
Okay. Have you heard a recent verse on Nas's album?
Nah.
It's good. She's like rapping.
Rapping.
Like
I need to
rapping.
listen.
Mm-hmm.
I've not been listening to music recently.
Really?
I can't lie.
Do you listen to a lot of your own music?
Yeah. I listen to a lot of unreleased stuff, and then when it's out, I don't like listening to it.
You listen to it too much, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can hear you.
Yeah.
It's like when I drop a video, once I've edited it and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I can't watch this no more.
Lol.
Yeah. So obviously, your inspirations were, you say like TLC, Left Eye.
The Brat, MC Light.
Was there anyone like, as in like family, friends, or just close ones that also inspired you to like make music or anything, or was it just you like?
I don't think I have any family, friends, or family that inspired me to make music. But my older sister is who introduced me to the music that I listen to.
Okay, so like 90s.
Yeah, I guess she inspired me.
Yeah. You try to give her no props. But what about the 90s, like kind of retro music, like just did you feel that made this is it, this is what I want to do, this is what I listen to, this is what I live basically?
Yeah, for me, like, so you have like the 70s and then 80s music like evolved from 70s, and then 90s music evolved from late 80s. It's just like with 90s music, like early 90s, it had that like 80s party kind of New Jack Swing feel, but also had like a gritty element when it comes to like real hardcore rap. And I don't know, like there's just something about the 90s that just it's like
it's a vibe, innit?
Yeah, it's like it's just a new energy, and like all like the baggy clothes and like people just really rapped real stuff
Yeah,
and
yeah,
made
yeah.
real music, and they weren't afraid to just have fun, and that's what I loved about it because it felt more free.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the 90s felt free.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And obviously, the 90s music, there was a lot of more, I'd say, dance involved in music back then, choreograph. And was that a big part of what made you like dancing music videos, or that being a big part of your brand, or was you just a dancer type thing?
Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
Because musical theatre is what I wanted to go into. It's like dance, drama,
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
And so, like, with my earlier videos, I always wanted an acting scene at the beginning, so that I'm like still tapping into the acting side of what I love to do.
Yeah.
And the dancing just came naturally. But also the videos in the 90s, they just had fun in the videos. And
Yeah.
today you don't see people like dance. You just, I don't know.
They're just too
one,
cool
two,
in it.
yeah,
Yes.
finger, like, trying to be cool. And I was
Yeah.
like, I want to bring that vibe back. Like, I just want people to have a party when they're listening to my songs.
Yeah. Would you say you created like a lane in the UK, or would you say there was other people doing that before you?
I definitely think I've created my own lane.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, there were people before me,
Yeah.
but they were brewing here, but they kind of blew in America. So people
Okay,
like
yeah.
Moni Love.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, what's that guy with the eye patch? Slick Rick, is that his name? Yeah, Slick Rick.
Yeah.
Who else? I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah,
oh, like
but
Cookie Crew.
Okay.
Like they're
Sound
way
real
older than
old
me.
school,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like they like didn't carve the lane here, and I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know anyone else that is doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, most
And
definitely.
yeah, it makes me happy.
Yeah, no, that's lit, man. You literally started your own kind of movement, and it's still going strong. So, salute you.
Thank you.
What about obviously you sing and rap. What did you kind of discover you could do first, or was it like synonymously?
Sing is
Okay.
singing, because I feel like when I sing, I feel like Rachel, because Rachel was very, very shy.
Yeah.
And I used to just sing by myself in my room. I didn't really like singing. Even till this day, like, I get so shy to sing.
Yeah.
But then I think when I got to secondary school, like after watching Sister Act, and when I got to secondary school and I realised I think I started writing just rhymes, like storytelling in my like writing. And then when I got to secondary school, I realised that there was other girls there who could rap too.
Yeah.
And that's when I felt that I felt more confident as a rapper, because I could be someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I did discover the singing first, but it was like I'll say when I was like 12, 13, I realised, oh, I actually enjoy writing.
Okay, that's cool.
Like writing raps.
That's lit. So obviously you're saying that you're quite a shy person. So when it comes to like being R.A.E. or going to performances or going to interviews and stuff, how do you like psych yourself up or get yourself in that like zone? Like, okay, like open up type thing.
So let's say like I've got a performance. Not anymore. I don't get shy like before a performance, but before I used to tell myself, I still tell myself this, but you never know who's in the audience. So you have to perform like basically it's the last show you're ever gonna do.
Okay, yeah.
So make it sick. And I think I just had to like leave the nerves before I get on the stage. As soon as I get on the stage, I'm R.A.E. Like I'm a whole different person. And when I get off the stage, I'm back to being like Shy Ray from Shy Ray. And it's like, wow. And I realised that, like the bucket hat, right? I like wearing bucket hats because I feel like it gives me like a little bit of a shade.
Okay.
So like,
y'all can't even see
I
me.
kind of hide behind the bucket
Yeah.
hat, and I feel like that gives me a bit more confidence as well. Because when I don't have the bucket hat on, I'm like, I don't feel myself. Like,
you ever gone somewhere and like forgot the bucket hat?
Yeah,
You have?
no, yeah, I have. And, well, no, I haven't forgotten the bucket hat. But then when I get there, I'm like, I should have put on my bucket hat.
Oh yeah.
I'm so awkward right now.
Yeah, that's the little secret stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about obviously you're making music, doing your thing. At what point was you like, boom, okay, like this can actually be a thing? Like, you know, at the start maybe it was like a hobby, like you just did it, as you said, singing in your bedroom. At what point was like, right, like, I can have a career out of this music, like?
Funny thing is, I still feel like I'm telling myself that.
Really?
Yeah, because for me, yeah, like when I basically started, I was winging it,
Mhm.
and I feel like I still am winging it. Like
It's
I'm
just
just
vibes.
it's just vibes, like literally, and like so when I released my first song,
Mhm.
it's called Oi Son. Like I
Mhm.
just put it on out on YouTube,
Yeah.
put it on Twitter, didn't think anything of it, and it went viral,
Oh, really? Just gone.
and I was like, oh, okay, I think people like it a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
different vibe. And then I released my second song, Damn Jermaine,
Mhm.
which also went viral.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is real. Like, I'm actually stepping into my artist bag.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I'm still like, I'm just winging it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I feel like, to me, I'm just always going to keep winging it until, like, I don't know. I don't know, because I feel like when you desperately want something, you kind
Mhm.
of push it away,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like, naturally. Like the energy to push it away. So I think for me, I'm just telling myself, look, this is the music I'm doing. I'm
Mhm.
releasing. Whatever happens, it happens.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
I just think positively about it.
Okay. Do you have like a manager, and you have obviously like you got like a manager, you got like a kind of strategy of how you do things. Like, what about your kind of music makes you feel like you're still winging it? If it like you still have a sit down, you still like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. Da, 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 da. There's still like some planning to it. Like, what about it makes you feel like?
Um, I think because I'm independent,
Mhm.
but I've hit milestones the same as or more than an artist who is signed.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like, what just happened here?
A bit of disbelief, like.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
like we really are winging this, and
Mhm.
that's like kind of like how we all feel. Like
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we're very like, it's not a thing where it's like, oh, we're winging it, we don't care. We
Yeah. Yeah.
care, but
Yeah.
it's like, damn, this is really
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
working for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say like you're kind of learning on the go type thing?
Yeah, literally
Okay.
learning
Okay.
on the go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it says here that you was in a competition. Was it the 2020 Glastonbury?
Yeah.
How did that come about? Like, that's an opportunity. Did you just go for it, entered it, and that, and how did it happen? You won it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk me about that story.
So I didn't enter it, by the way.
Oh.
I didn't enter it.
You did.
My
You just woke up one
manager
day, you did it.
applied for me.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know he applied.
Mm.
And
Look at the manager.
I got an email saying, oh, that I made like the top, I think it was 80. I made the
Okay.
top 80 or something like that. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I didn't even know that this was a thing, but
Mhm.
okay. And he applied using my song Damn Jermaine.
Okay. Yeah.
And this was, yeah, and then basically we had to do a performance. No, yeah, so it was top 80. I made the top 80, then it went to top, I think it was 20 or something.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and then when you get to the top 20, you have to like perform.
Mhm.
But because of COVID, we couldn't perform. So they
Yeah, yeah,
basically chose the winner based off the song.
Okay.
And it's like, what? Like, this song that I made, like, I wrote Damn Jermaine in 2017,
Okay. Yeah.
but I released it in 2019.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I just like found out on Twitter that I won, basically.
just woke up the other day. He's like, "You're a winner, innit?"
Yeah, and I was like, oh wow, this is lit. Like, I get to perform on the main stage at Glastonbury 2022.
The main stage of Glastonbury.
Yeah,
That's big things, you know.
big.
That's crazy.
And it's like, it still doesn't hit me. Things don't
Yeah.
hit me, but I'm learning to like appreciate
Yeah. Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But things just don't hit me, and I think it's because
Glastonbury, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Do
think
you know though?
I know.
You know?
But I know, but I feel like I'm only gonna realize where I'm at when I get there.
Yeah. You know, on the stage and see.
Yeah.
How many people's in Glastonbury?
Lord knows. There's a lot
That's
of
crazy.
people.
Have you been to Glastonbury?
No.
So the first time you go there,
Yeah.
it's gonna be you performing. That's lit.
Hmm.
That's crazy, and that came from just like a competition. That's crazy. Would you have ever applied for that? Like, if your manager didn't apply for you?
Probably, yeah. If I saw it anyway,
Yeah,
I'd probably
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, oh, I want to do this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, that's lit. And obviously, you got your clothing line, the risers, repping the bucket hat right now. Yeah, dripped out, drippy, drip, drip. Yeah. How did that come part of your brand? Like, did you just always want to have a brand, or was it?
So because my name's Rising Above Everything, I
Mhm.
call my fans risers,
Mhm.
and before like the bucket hats, I wore bucket hats.
Yeah.
So before I had my own brand of bucket hats, I wore bucket hats, and a lot of my fans would wear bucket hats because of me.
Okay. Yeah.
And like literally around the world. And I was like, oh, like I think it would be sick to have like a bucket hat line. And so that originally it was supposed to be a bucket hat line, and then expanded into like having apparel.
Yeah.
Me personally, I love like oversized clothing, like denim on denim. That's like my thing. And I'll get there, but yeah, like the brand basically came from seeing fans.
Yeah. So are you very much interested in like fashion? Do you like the fashion world, the type of things?
Yeah, I'm interested in fashion. I really like, I don't know, I wouldn't say like I'm a big fashion head, but I'm interested in the way that I look.
Yeah.
And then I might see things and like, oh, like that looks sick. I want to replicate this outfit, or try and make something my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So, what would you say? Like, obviously, a lot of people making music as an artist. Would you say it's important to have like a brand, like say like a clothing line, or just kind of a whole brand around your music? Like, why is that important type thing?
So I think as an artist in general, you need to be the brand. So like I think when an artist doesn't really have a look, or like an identity, you kind of get lost. You have to kind of like, I don't know, stand out in a way to stay relevant, because music is just one part of everything. And you also want to like cater to your fans first, but then if other people can relate to you through something else, then you're just building an army. So I think when you have a brand, that's why I think artists go out into clothing, because everybody wears clothes, and they might like attract someone who doesn't know their music, but they are
Like
interested
the
in
clothes,
their apparel. It can also be like, I don't know, like your branding could be gaming, trainers, like I don't know, just something like that can get people to, I guess, keep talking about your name.
Yeah. That's true. Like, in a way, it's bigger than just the music. It's just being a brand yourself and having loads of different umbrellas under your brand type of thing. Is there anything else like you would like love to have under your brand? Like, obviously you got like the fashion, you got the music. You talked about like performing arts, acting and stuff. Is that something that you would be interested in doing?
Eventually, I really would love to have my own talk show.
Okay.
It's kind of like, it's a talk show, but it's a bit more than a talk show. And the only way I can describe it would be like, if you're familiar with the Arsenio Hall show,
or
All That, which used to be like a TV show on Nickelodeon, like years ago.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys watching, like check that out, because that's the only way I can describe what I would like. Oh, and In Living Color.
Okay.
Yeah, those three shows are like what I have in mind, because there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
And I'd love to do that. And also, I don't know, just like I really want to act on TV.
Yeah, you can be up in the movies.
Main roles and stuff. It will happen.
No, definitely. What kind of films would you like to be in, though? Or would you just, doesn't matter?
So like, I really want to be in a musical movie.
Okay.
So yeah.
Like a Grease.
Like a Grease,
Mamma
a
Mia.
Hairspray, like a
High School Musical.
a Sister Act.
Reboot High School Musical.
They should.
And you should play, I don't know the names of them, but whoever's back in the High School Musical.
But like, if they were to make like a Sister Act, but a UK version.
Yeah.
I thought the thing is, I'm in two minds, because I feel like it would be lit.
Yeah.
But
because
I feel
it's
like
a classic, innit? Everyone's just gonna.
Yeah. But it doesn't have to be called Sister Act. Obviously, it's just like something that's like Sister Act.
Yeah.
No, do you know what? Scrap that. We don't need to do that. We'll have our own thing that will be like a musical and will make sense.
Maybe you could make it and then cast it.
Maybe. I in my notes I write a lot of like Netflix type series that I would love to like write scripts and then like pitch it to whoever. Doesn't have to be Netflix, but Yeah, that's one thing I want to get into as well, like writing a show or movie and then producing it.
Okay,
And but soon.
yeah. Soon,
Not yet.
in the works. But
In a
obviously,
couple
talking
years.
about that, do you have any like to do with like your music videos? Do you have any like creative experience? Like, do you shoot your not shoot your videos, but do you have like input in your videos, the plots, the schemes, and stuff? Are you involved heavily in that?
Yeah. So every music video that I have up to Summer Love, I created the concepts for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I created the concepts for it, and then after that, we started getting in directors to create the concept because we basically wanted to go bigger. But I still like when I look at the concepts, I'm like, okay, maybe we should change this a bit, just so that it still caters to my aesthetic. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's lit. All right, let's talk about some of the current music you got out now. Them bangers. So when it comes down to it, it all comes down to bangers. All right. So, talk to me about the Not Your Love remix with King Combs. That's a big feature, obviously, going stateside with things. How did the song come about? Talk to me about the original song first, and then obviously how it got over stateside and how you got that collab to come about, and just that song in general, the whole creative process.
Yeah. So I went away with my manager, my producer, and that's we basically created the EP in 4 days. So from like literally making the beats, writing the songs, and recording. And Not Your Love was made there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a vibe.
Yeah.
We shot a video. My friend Chris Chucky, great friend of mine, directed it.
Yeah.
We put it out, and obviously when you put it out, it travels to wherever.
Yeah.
Diddy's photographer, well, I think he's actually, I'm not sure if he's Diddy's photographer or he's King Combs' photographer.
Yeah.
Heard the song, DM'd me, and was like, oh, like, King Combs likes it.
Yeah.
I was just like, is this real?
Damn.
Yeah, and then our teams basically liaised with each other and just made it happen. And it made sense because his aesthetic is
90s,
and his vibe is also 90s.
Yeah.
So it just kind of made sense.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Bringing them bad boys back.
Yeah.
So was it a thing where he just obviously just sent over a verse type thing, or would you?
He sent we sent the song.
Yeah.
Without my rap verse in it. Then he sent it back with his rap verse, and we're like, yeah, this is sick. And yeah, that was the vibe. We created an animated video for it, but it just never came out.
Okay.
But I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm just happy that
the song's lit,
on the
innit?
song. Yeah.
It was a proper organic. Like he literally like saw the song, liked it, and just hit you up. Like
Yeah.
it was none of that like other stuff. It was proper like organic.
Their whole team as well was so lovely. Like even his manager, like to this day, he's always supporting, and like even like his photographer, like is such a great guy.
Yeah. Okay. So have you been over to America?
I went in January 2020, my birthday.
Okay.
Hated it.
You hated America?
It was so cold.
Where
I
did
went
you
to
go?
New York.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't hate America. I don't hate America. I hated
Disclaimer.
being in New York
Yeah.
in January because it was so cold. Like, it's
Yeah, New
cold
York
here,
gets crazy.
but that cold is
Was it
different.
snowing?
Snowing. I think it snowed at one point. I can't remember.
Their snow goes crazy sometimes.
Did it snow? I don't think it snowed. I think like, you know when it like it looks like it's snowing, but it's not snowing.
Yeah.
But it was mad cold, and I was like, oh my gosh, like the only thing I could think about was the homeless people.
Oh.
Because I was like, if it's cold here, like they literally freeze to death outside.
And they're homeless is bad over there, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's crazy. Did you do anything like musically out there, or was it just like a personal trip?
Personal trip.
Okay.
Oh yeah, actually no, I recorded 2 Rise styles there.
Okay,
Like when I do like my little freestyle stuff.
Yeah, that's okay. So talk to me about Like This, another banger.
Thank you.
How did that come about? Where did you write it?
So I wrote that on the trip away. Like when I made the EP in 4 days.
Okay, yeah.
I had an idea. So there's like there's a show that used to come on Nickelodeon called The Romeo Show. And do you know it?
That Little Romeo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And there was an episode where I think it was his friend's sister came to their house, and she was the same age as his little brother.
Oh yeah,
And they made like basically she sang like a nursery rhyme, and that episode just plays in my head like occasionally. And I was like to Bookie Wyckoff, who's my producer. I said, let's take this scene and can you flip it? And he basically flipped the nursery rhyme that she sang into, and he made a beat out of it, which was the Like This beat.
Okay,
And the nursery rhyme, I can't remember the lyrics, but when I heard it, I interpreted it to, I like this, I like this, I really, really like this.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's just at the start of the song, really, is how it happened.
And when you first obviously put the song together, did you know like this is gonna go off?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about, is it just the catchiness of it, just the vibe?
Yeah, like it's just as soon as you just hear the beat and it goes,
yeah,
yeah, like as soon as you hear that, it's like, yeah, this is it. Like, and also because I'm like, I'm kind of manifesting stress-free life through the song, and I'm still manifesting it, and that's why I like the song, because even though it's done a few things, it still has opportunity to get bigger and bigger, and I know that over a few years it would be a very timeless song. Yeah.
And have you shot a video for that one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah. How did the video like process go? What did you want to like embody the song? How did you want it to go, basically?
I don't know.
Is it just vibes?
It literally, the video was just vibes. Like,
yeah.
It was. I just got like. No, I didn't get my friends. The only person that was my friend that was there. No, actually, no. Let me scrap that.
Yeah.
Before people get upset.
Yeah.
I had my dancers, and I had Ennie, who's my best friend, and then I had my manager and his people.
Yeah.
And then I had like other people that I know. I had like my friend, like a couple of my friends. Shout out Eddie.
Yeah.
He came through and basically just made a song a vibe. And yeah, we just literally recorded the video in a skate kind of park in Deptford.
Okay, that's far.
Not for me though.
Yeah. On the other
close
side
to
of the
me.
world. Hey, so then you dropped. Well, obviously I don't know the order, but you dropped Mine now. Yeah. This one here. Not playing. Yeah. Talk me through this banger here. Can you see this one here? The banger.
Yeah. So Wyckoff sent me the beat. And I wrote something to it earlier, and I was just like, no, this isn't it. I need to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
And then I was in my room, and I went downstairs. Like, I was basically went halfway down the stairs, and I heard, "Don't let go of my fingertips. I don't want to be messing with no one else because I love you, baby." And that's what I heard in my head, and I was like, if I don't go back upstairs and record, because my phone was on the charger.
Get your ass back
I was like,
up.
if I don't go back upstairs and record this, voice note this on my notes,
gonna be gone.
I'm gonna forget it. So I literally was like, no, I need to do it. I ran back upstairs, recorded it, and went back down. And I was like, okay, that's the pre-hook. That's part of the pre-hook.
Yeah.
And then when I went and got food, I came back and I decided to write the whole pre-hook. No, I wrote the first verse, and a pre-hook. And then I've like voice noted it into my group chat, and then they were like, yo, this is fire, like this is sick.
Yeah. Now that song is going off. Like when I heard it, I was like, yeah, like it's one of them songs that you just can't help do a little jig to it, innit? But even the video, it's a vibe.
Thank you.
Giving me like house party vibes.
Yeah, that was the reference, house party.
It's the creative mind. But yeah, the whole dance off thing and that is lit, man.
Thank you.
So obviously you said that was kind of the concept of it, the house party thing. Was that your like idea, or did it just a team?
I think I wanted that song. I wanted a house party. I wanted like a party vibe. I didn't have to be a house party. But I think my manager was like, yeah, it should be a house party. I know he said that idea. I don't know who came up with it, but he basically amplified that idea. So I was like, yeah, we need to make this happen. Yeah.
And right now on YouTube, it's got around like 200,000 views.
Yeah.
Obviously, some people don't really care about numbers and that too. But what is numbers to you? Like, is it still like an achievement? Like, oh my gosh, and you're independent. Like, how does that make you feel?
So this video is the fastest video to have like that many views.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh wow, like it's going up.
Yeah,
Like, because
yeah,
every
yeah.
video I've released, it kind of like progresses.
Rising.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is lit. And at one point, I think it triggered like YouTube's like suggestions.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
basically, like, so many people were clicking it. They're like, it came up on my recommended,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, oh wow, like it must have done something. And then literally, like,
He's making so much noise that someone in YouTube headquarters was like, what's going on over there?"
oh no, not. I don't mean
There was
like
a YouTube
YouTube, but like
there was a
people like
YouTube
on
headquarters.
YouTube,
There was
like, were just like clicking in. It's like, oh, what's this? Like they were loving it, and yeah, like for me, it's like because because I know the logistics of numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about it because somebody, for example, let's give an example. I'm not trying to be cheeky, but I'm just an example. Someone could have like, let's say like 300k views,
Mm-hmm.
but they've only got like, let's say 300k views, but they've only got like 50 to like 100 comments.
Okay.
And then they've got like, I don't know, like, let's say 500 likes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Saying the maths ain't adding.
The maths is not mathing. So people will be like, oh, this is sick. Or you might have like 1 million views, but the comments and the likes are not making sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay.
Fugazi.
Then you look at my numbers and say I've got 200k likes. And then I've got, views. And I've got thousands of likes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got like 300 comments,
Yeah.
That's more organic.
Mm-hmm.
So like for me, like I don't really care about numbers because I know like
people be playing with the
organic.
numbers, man. Yeah.
And people are
Stop playing with the numbers, man. Stop playing with the numbers.
So yeah, I don't look at things like oh, like I've got this many views. Like maybe before, like in the past, I'll be like, oh, like I feel like this song deserves more. Yeah. But then I'm like, you know what? Like the best songs don't get all the views back then. It's ones that I appreciate over time, kind of like designer handbags and stuff. They appreciate over time. And so I just look at it like that.
Okay. So what would you say is like a win for you? Like, what do you see as a win? Do you like, if a supporter comes up to you and that one person likes your song, is that enough for you to say like that's a win for me? Or getting a playlist or getting played on radio? Like what type of stuff is like, like a win?
I think it's definitely my fans. Like a lot of my fans dance to my music and they like set like at me in their videos and stuff. And it's like the fact that people are dancing to a song that I made like in a studio, like didn't even think anything of it, is crazy. Yeah. And that I like, even if like I perform and then even if one person comes up to me and they're like, I really, really enjoyed your set, that's a win for me because if I changed one person's life, they can tell somebody else about my stuff. Like, I mean, I don't know if I do like the playlist, I guess. I'm not like, it's so weird because I'm not into like all that stuff. I'm just into like the people.
The music, yeah.
So
You leave that to the management and stuff.
I mean, it's sick. It is sick. I'm grateful for it.
Yeah. No, definitely. That's good. So talk to me about this EP. We spoke about it before. Obviously, you said you made it in, 4 days?
4 days.
Quickly.
Listen up.
Listen up. Talk to me about that name. Why Listen Up? What are you saying? The people they weren't listening.
People to listen
up. Like they've been sleeping on me. Like listen up. Like I'm here.
Listen up.
Is that the message you're saying? Like I'm over here.
Not really. Like wasn't more like, oh, you're sleeping on me. It's more like listen to what what I have to say.
Okay, my message.
Literally. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So when you went to go away, was you the plan to make the EP or was it just like okay?
The plan was to make the EP. So every time I've gone away. So that was my second time going away. I've gone away 3 times. Have I? Yeah, 3 times. The aim when we go away is to create a project. Yeah. So the aim was to make an EP. Yeah. No, actually, scrap that. The aim was to make an LP, like a longer thing. But when we were there, we were like, nah, I think you need to give them another EP because I've only released I had only released 1 EP at the time. So that's why I was like, okay, we've got 4 days. Let's see what happens. And we
Yeah.
literally made that body of work.
Yeah, so 6 songs on there.
I don't know.
I think there's 6 songs in there, yeah. So what did you want that project, the theme to be? Like, what did you want to showcase? Like, did you just want to show this is R.A.E, this is what I'm about. You heard my first EP, this is what I'm doing. What was it?
Yeah. So my first EP, my aim was I'm just trying to let people know about me. Like, this is my introduction into the industry. With this EP, Listen Up, I was like, okay, this is me cementing my spot. Like, I'm here to stay.
I'm coming for your next.
Literally. And then with my next project, it's like, well, I've cemented my spot.
Yeah.
You're gonna know R.A.E can. I'm showing you the real R.A.E now.
All right.
Yeah.
So we getting grimy.
Oh, actually,
we
I
rapping?
could say, yeah, I am rapping.
We sending for people?
No, no way. I'm rapping, but you know, a lot of my songs are always a vibe.
Yeah.
But I'm also speaking truth in quite a few songs.
Okay, so you got that new EP like in the works already?
I literally finished yesterday.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
When you looking to drop that? Or
October.
Was it not? Okay. So you rolling right now, like just giving the people what they want. That's it. So what country are you from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay. So
what country are you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is your name really Rambo? Like, is it short for something?
Yeah.
Like Ramon or something?
Something like that.
Okay, I don't wanna bait out your government.
Yeah, we'll tell you after.
Okay.
Yeah, Rambo. But okay, so you got like, obviously I follow you on Instagram. You got people from all over the world like listen to music, dance to your music. You got like people in Asia. You had like your song charting in like Portugal and stuff. How do you think your music like translates to so many like places across the world and that?
It's not weird, but everywhere else in the world is like they really value hip hop.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I was able to resonate with people from different countries, because they love hip hop and they love the 90s.
Yeah.
So I've literally just like, it's like I'm built like an arm, not an army, but it's almost an army.
Yeah.
Of like people like just latching on. And my mind went blank.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. Army. What are we talking about?
I actually forgot the question. I can't lie.
Oh yeah, translating different countries. Boom. Why does your music translate?
Oh, why does my music translate?
Yeah,
and because I think, no, not I think. My aim was always to make relatable music. So it just relates to, I guess, the individual in some way.
Yeah.
And that's why they're like, yeah, I need to stick with this person. Yeah. I think that's why I like music when you look out the window, because I just relate to it so much.
Just look out the window.
Yeah, and it's, create a scenario.
Yeah. So, with that global like kind of reach that you have on building, what do you plan to do with it? Do you plan to tour the world or go to these places that really support you?
Yeah, like my biggest goal is to be a worldwide star. Like, that's the biggest goal I have. And I just want to be able to, visit different countries and just meet with people and tour. And I've performed in Spain.
Okay.
And I'm supposed to be performing in Spain again in November. And that made me so happy, because that's just the start of what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And soon I'll be booked for different countries, because a lot of people message me, they're like, you need to come here, you need to come there. And I'm like, soon, like, it will happen. And one day I'm going to put on a tour and travel.
Yeah.
And Little Sims is like someone I look up to, because she's
independent,
and she's done a world tour. I think COVID scrapped, like, because of COVID she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But it sold out.
Crazy.
And I was like, that is the dream, like. Yeah.
And she just gave us a really good album as well. But yeah, even talking about independence, you're obviously an independent artist. What is that always just been the plan? Have you ever like had label interest, or you just like anti-label, or you just doing your own thing? Like, what's the vibe over there?
I'm not anti-label.
Yeah.
The plan was to just do it ourselves and wing it.
Yeah.
And then whatever happens. If the right label come to us, then we will go.
Mhm.
But right now, I'm like also proving that you can do it
Yeah,
independently.
yeah.
Like you can do it. But yeah, if a label comes and they make sense and the deal makes sense,
Mhm.
I'll be there. Only if they're gonna make me go up,
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
up, up,
yeah,
up
yeah,
to the
yeah.
sky.
Keep on rising.
Literally,
Everything's just got to rise, basically.
literally.
Yeah.
I'm not settling for less.
Is there anyone in the industry, I'd say UK or US, or that you would like particularly like to work with, collab with?
So here, I would love to work with Little Sims.
Mhm.
I would also love to work with Annie. That's my best friend.
Yeah.
I'd love to work with Stormzy.
Mhm.
And you know what? I'm gonna put her in there. Her name is Bex. Bex in Tokyo. Like,
she's in Tokyo.
No, she's not in Tokyo, but her name is Bex in Tokyo.
Okay. She's from UK.
She's lit. Like, I was listening to her on my way here. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to like work with her because she's just a vibe.
Yeah.
And in like overseas, I really want to work with BTS.
Mhm.
SZA.
Oh yeah.
Kaylani.
Mhm.
Brandy. TLC.
Yeah.
If they're still up for doing
Yeah.
music, definitely
resurrect
TLC.
them, yeah.
They're like number one.
Mhm.
And I don't know. There's probably people out there that I don't even know of yet.
Yeah. Okay. So what would you say is next for R.A.E?
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Yeah,
Oh
Rihanna.
yeah. You gotta get that Riri in there, man.
Yeah, and Drake. Okay, but
You
yeah, that's it.
You tell me you don't even listen to Drake like that.
No, I do, but I don't.
Yeah.
But if the opportunity was there, I'm not gonna pass it.
Yeah. Of course. Who would? Yeah, I was gonna say, what would you say is next for R.A.E? What's the next step? What's the next move?
The next move, like as in now or like in a couple years?
I'd say just the next level. Like, what's the next level for you? Like, obviously doing everything you're doing now, you're killing it. What would you say is where you're gonna reach? Where like this is the next level? Like,
so the next level for R.A.E is being R.A.E.
oof. Just like
R.A.E is gonna be such a big name. Like, I always like when I'm in my room, I always go like R.A.E.
Oh yeah.
And I just try to create like the
That
voices of the
vibe.
the crowd and stuff,
Mhm.
like performing on like a big award show stage.
Yeah.
Like for me, like I have on my vision board that I'm gonna win a Grammy and travel the world. Yeah, like there's just so much.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Definitely
I think
happening,
for me,
man.
I've
You gotta
just
put it in the air.
my name is gonna be bigger. Yeah,
Bigger and better.
bigger
Rising.
and better.
Rising
Above everything.
Even quickly, you performed at a couple festivals this year. How was that?
Sick. Because obviously we couldn't perform because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so being back at a festival was like, this is lit.
Yeah.
This is lit. I really, really had fun being there. Yeah.
I see you on the stage giving a little. Yeah. So you was like, this is where I want to be, basically.
Yeah, I love performing.
Looks like a vibe. Where can the people find? Oh my gosh, you.
Oh, you can find me at it's R_A_E on Twitter and Instagram, and R.A.E on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, stream up that mind, because I'm telling you, it's a banger. I'm putting you on now.
Banger.
So you heard it earlier. You heard it again in the middle. But go listen to it, because they're gonna like it. It's not like we're just sending them there and it's like,
yeah,
they're gonna like it.
They're gonna love it.
They're gonna love it. So yeah, you know what to do. I just
know
want
what
to
to
say
do.
thank you for coming.
Welcome.
I
Thank you
really
for having
appreciate
me.
it. Came all the way from Thamesmead. Like, you lot probably don't even know where that is. Like, it's somewhere. I'm a researcher and I'm taking that anyway. But yeah, thank you for coming. I want to say thank you for Wray&Nephew sending me down the bottle. We're drinking, daytime drinking, getting lit. And you know the vibes, you know how it goes. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. And we out.